My name is Arthur Blackburn. I'm president of Global BPM Solutions. Today, what we're going to do is present what we have set up a separate website for the training of all of our products. As an example, we're using Global Latitudes 3.0, but this is not restricted to the one possession. Basically, we're building it around the service members that lease our programs, or let's say applications. And it's also set up for the dealers to become familiarized with the things that they need to do for their service members that they bring in to us. These are examples. Now, the website is set up so that you have the use of the tutor, management control, navigation, service control, employees, billing rate inputs, customization, and assignment of tasks, and gross pay. Now, this presentation does not necessarily put them in that order. Okay? Well, first we're going to address the speciality on this particular application of Global Latitudes. It has 26 different services, and you have the ability, and the customer has the ability to change the wording in it. They also have the billing rates that they have control of because they always fluctuate. Task billing and recording employee information and passwords is will lay out as follows. Now, navigation is beautiful because the people at Intellect have built an exceptional interface. So you can have an assign for each one and have the name of that particular app available. And this is what the ones were utilized for Global Latitudes. They're going to vary on applications, but the techniques are the same. Okay? Now, they also have another location that lets you know what is happening in the field. So you can monitor the field at the same time. In the field, though, you're utilizing either an Android or an iPad. Now, those apps can be downloaded at the appropriate stores, and they're being used so that you can utilize all technologies in the field and report back the results. Now, this is so you get an idea of the workflow. You can see by the numbering here that if you're going to the app, you can quickly learn to navigate your way through. Okay? Another example is the workflow that you have when you have a contract. This is the main workflow. We're not presenting today that program. We're just presenting to you that when you click on a particular name and it has been already posted, you will see it all green. And that is the same for all applications. And this is so you will get familiar with it. Now, on the bar that runs across the top, you'll see that you have arrows denoting the position they're in. And you can click the client's name and go just to that again, or you can click on any of the workflows. Now, in this particular example, the workflow is following one of the 6 paths that we have. Now, other applications may have up to 12 or more paths if they are controlled with the same similarity. But this is what Global Latitudes 3.0 has. And this here is what is in one of the plans. This is for the third. And you can see, you can study this on the actual system. Well, I should say on the website, so that you can quickly know how to navigate and complete your tasks. Okay. Now this here is showing the management for service codes. Now this is set up for 6. We're only giving you one example. The name under the service can be changed in its location, but those are well-known services and you probably would not if you were a survey person. But you may want to have the explanation of the task on the right, changing that wording, because it will show up in the actual results. So this is one of several, but we're only giving you an overview right now. Now this is what the workflows are like. These are the 6 different workflows. And again, those are the tasks that are being covered. Again, there's presentations on the Global Latitudes 3.0 website that goes into detail. Now this is how you can control like the billing rates. This is the menu that you find. Now all you have to do is enter the billing rate and click the time, and you go down through all the different positions that are available, and you will record the time that it was done. Now we're showing management control, and this is your employee records. Now this particular gentleman, I'm proud to say, is a good friend of mine, and he has provided a lot of guidance and actually brought forth the concept of Global Latitudes 3.0 and has been a wonderful person to give us the insight we needed to do this. This is for showing a tutor's membership and its reports. Now, the thing is, we need to have you be able to just put in 2 locations the logo. This we'll show you right here. Now this is our header for Global Latitudes, and the signature block is me, but that will be the signature of the client. I should say of the service member. And there's a footer. You can quickly change those. And that way you have throughout the reports the logo, the signature, and etc. in all of the applications, proposals, etc. So this is what it looks like inside of that app on both of them. Now we're going to cover what the dealer does. The dealer basically is either going to train the client to navigate or have him study the app. A dealer is there to serve the service member. He will assist them in customizing their product. For a small fee, he can actually load the clients into the database that's set up for that, and it's the address book. He can instruct the member on how to change his billing rates, because billing rates are going to change consistently. And he's going to instruct the service member to input his employees' records into the system. He'll instruct the service member to assign tasks. He'll show the service manager management team and train the employees to input their time, not for doing a task, but for gross, it's a side tab, to do the payroll gross pay. Though we do measure the time for doing the effort, but that's built into the workflow. And instruct the service member in changing wording in the system, as we outlined already. In the service member, he's going to learn to navigate and show his employees. For the use of the product, he will instruct a complete user clients in the address book if he desires to do it himself, which is very simple. He's either going to upload it from another computer system, or he's going to input it with a spreadsheet, or he's going to input them one at a time. Understand the use of the billing rates, how he can change them. And again, the dealer is always available to the service person to provide him the knowledge. And he's going to train the employees how to input time into their gross pay. Okay. Now, the following pictures are typical use of land survey services. Examples that is what you see when completing survey services. Now that happens to be Victor doing a survey in a neighborhood. These are all self-explaining. And that's Victor on the right, though, at the bottom. He's in Hawaii. Actually, they are using a GPS system to set up coordinates. And this is doing a street. This is utilizing GPS to have precise locations of all the forms for building large buildings. Very effective tool. This is doing a basic construction job. This is setting up a housing tract. Typical surveyors in the field. And simple. Nice women working as survey services also. Now that concludes our presentation. I hope that it's been useful for you to understand what is available to you on the site that we have here. If you go to that site, you can go into a lot more depth than I'm presenting on this video. Thank you very much.